Module 1 PN junction diode. A PN junction is formed when a p-type semiconductor is brought into contact with an n-type semiconductor. P-type semiconductor doped with elements that create extra holes. While n-type semiconductor, it is doped with elements that introduce extra electrons, and these free electrons will serve as the majority charge carriers. When these two materials are brought together, electrons from the n-type region diffuse into the p-type region, and holes from the p-type region diffuse into the n-type region. And this movement of charge carriers create a region near the junction which is called depletion region, and this depletion region is depleted of free charge carriers, that is electrons and holes. The figure shows an unbiased PN junction diode. Forward biasing of a PN junction diode. When a forward voltage, that is positive terminal of the battery connected to the P side and negative terminal of the battery connected to N side, then when it is forward biased, the following occurs. The external voltage which we are applying reduces the built-in potential or barrier voltage across the junction. And if this voltage is large enough, that is 0.7 volt for silicon diodes and 0.3 volt for germanium diodes, then the electrons from the N side can now move across the junction to the P side, while the holes from the P side can move to the N side. And this movement of charge carriers constitute current flow. In forward bias, the diode conducts current and it behaves as a low resistance path for current. The figure shows forward biasing of PN junction diode. When a reverse voltage is applied to the diode, the following happens. The external voltage increases the potential barrier across the junction and it widens the depletion region. This prevents the flow of charge carriers across the junction, essentially stopping the current flow through the diode. So, ideally no current flows except a very small reverse saturation current, and this current is negligible under normal condition. The figure shows the reverse biasing of a PN junction diode. Now, the characteristics of PN junction diode. Here in the forward region, it starts conducting at nearly 0.7 volt.